Hey there, and welcome to Dogs with Big Feelings. I'm Christina Young, certified dog behavior consultant, coach for dog lovers, and fellow guardian of dogs with big feelings. I help people go from frustrated, overwhelmed, and confused to confident, connected, and thriving. If you've got an over-the-top pup and sometimes wonder if you're the only one dealing with stuff, you aren't alone. And if you feel like you've tried everything and you still aren't sure how to help your dog, you're in the right place. If you're ready for more, check out Dream Dog, my program for people whose dogs are a handful. Waitlist is open now. www.positive.dog/dreamdog. Grab a coffee, give your pooch a scratch behind the ears, and let's dive in. Before we get started, heads up, July 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, I'm offering a free webinar and live Q&A period. Good Dog, 3 Steps to Helping Dogs with Big Feelings. This webinar is all about how you can help your dog become calm, confident, and predictable at home, on walks, and around everyday challenges. And it's absolutely free. Link is in the show notes if you would like to sign up. Today we're talking about 3 very common training traps. So many people get stuck trying to fix the behavior they can see. Barking, lunging, ignoring you, overreacting to something. And the first mistake people make, and this is likely one of the most common things, is people don't know how to break things down. We don't know how to take this big problem and break it down into pieces where our dog can actually be successful and then build upon those successes until our dog can tackle the big problem. Breaking things down is a bit of an art. It's not necessarily logical to a lot of us. For instance, your dog loses their marbles when someone comes to the door. How can we break that down? If you have a typical dog, then most of that training is the relaxation protocol, and the training starts without a visitor. We train 2 minutes at a time, 3 times a day, and make huge progress. And then we invite people over. I've got this all laid out in my relaxation protocol, which I will link in the show notes. But if we have a dog with a bigger problem, the relaxation protocol isn't going to work. The relaxation protocol doesn't break things down into small enough pieces. We actually need to address the emotional responses first and the arousal first. And I use bravery boxes to do that. So instead of asking a dog to lie down on their bed, I'll give them a bravery box. They look at the stranger, food in the bravery box. Look at the stranger, food in the bravery box. We can break this down in lots of different ways. How exactly we do that depends on your particular dog, of course. I will link to bravery boxes in the show notes. Same idea, if your dog is reactive to kids, before we could ask our dog to relax near kids, we might need to give them an alternative behavior like, bravery boxes. I love these because they're a higher arousal thing that our dog can do while they're still perceiving the stimulus. So we're not saying, hey, ignore that stranger that's come in. We're not saying, hey, ignore that kid over there. We're saying, yeah, can you do this thing while you check out that kid, while you check out that murderer who's knocking at the door? For the kid scenario, maybe we go to a place where kids hang out and we don't even get out of the car. Dog looks at the kid, cookies in the bravery box. Dog looks at the kid, cookies in a bravery box. Or maybe we try this in a parking lot, a safe distance away from the children. Dog looks at kids running around, cookies in the bravery box. When that's easy, then we can go to the relaxation protocol or a different confidence building or relaxation exercise. Especially with the fearful dogs or the frustrated dogs, we're considering the emotions and the arousal first, not necessarily the behavior. There's a great saying by the wonderful Bob Bailey, be a splitter, not a lumper. Split behaviors down, don't lump them together. Your dogs will learn faster. And sometimes, especially when we're talking about reactivity or arousal issues, our dog can't learn at all if we lump things together. Our goal is to learn how to split things down so our dog can learn all of the hard things. Mistake number 2. We get stuck managing our dog around the stimulus instead of teaching them how to be calm and confident. A lot of people work on getting a really responsive dog in spite of that stimulus. Maybe it's a dog walking by, or that person knocking on the door, or a kid running. And getting your dog to focus on you, or to heel, or to pay attention, or playing look at that game, those are great management skills. They're really important to train. These games are how we get out of trouble without a reaction. But the real fix is teaching our dogs not to get aroused in the first place. A lot of these games, healing, look at that, etc., those are higher arousal games. We increase dogs' arousal but keep their focus on us. And teaching our dogs how to be calm and not to get aroused in the first place is a lot less sexy, but it's critical to truly address reactivity. Mistake number 3, treating the behavior as the problem. Often, the behavior we're seeing isn't the main problem. It's a symptom of a problem. Often, the real issue is a hole in our dog's training or foundations. So, for instance, if we have a dog who's fearful or anxious, we might not be able to train them in that high-stakes scenario. We need to build their confidence up first, separately and away from that stimulus. Maybe our dog isn't afraid. Maybe they're frustrated. Maybe they're angry. Maybe they have overexcitement issues. That's a training issue. We need to teach self-control. So many dogs would benefit from self-control training. Lots of people skip it, but it is one of my very, very favorite things to train. And for dogs with big feelings, dogs that want to go forward into conflict, or dogs that want to go towards that other dog, towards that car, teaching these big feelings dogs some self-control is absolutely critical to their well-being in life. If our dog loves food or toys, we have lots of fun games to teach self-control. If our dog loves the outdoors, other dogs, or going for walks, we can teach self-control there too. How we train the self-control games depends a lot on the dog in front of us. If you've been working with your dog for a long time and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, ask yourself if you're making one of those 3 mistakes. Do you know how to break things down? Are you working in too high of arousal situations? Or is there an underlying gap in your dog's training foundations? Behavior change becomes so much easier when we understand how to break it down into achievable parts and work on the actual underlying skills that our dogs need. The more specific you can get, the more effective you'll be. Set goals. Write them down. Make some short-term goals, goals you can accomplish in the next week or 2, medium-term goals, maybe a month, and long-term goals. And keep track of that, because those short-term goals are what's going to keep you motivated and help you see progress when you have a bad day, or when you're feeling bad because you wish your dog could do certain things that they're not ready for yet. We want to stop asking ourselves, how do I stop this behavior? And start asking ourselves, how do I prevent this behavior? What's underneath it? What skill is missing? That's where the real change starts. And that's a wrap for today. Thanks for being here. Life with a big feelings dog isn't always easy, and I'm really glad you're part of this community. If this episode helped, share it with someone else who's in the trenches, and head over to positive.dog for more support. And when you're ready to go deeper, check out my program Dream Dog. It's built specifically for people with dogs who have big feelings. Join the waitlist to be the first to hear about our next enrollment, www.positive.dog/dreamdog. See you soon.